Hello and welcome to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I am here alone in the commentary box for the Rapid Racing League today, this afternoon. Race starts at 4:30 PM at the usual, so I've done it a bit earlier just in case if there's any problems. And make sure to like and subscribe to see more of this thrilling action. So let's do this. It's going to be go here in the great field of Azerbaijan. As I said again, I am alone in the commentary box. Hopefully we will have some clean racing going down into turn 1. Hopefully no Lewis Hamiltons, no Ricardos and Verstappens and things like that. Just no collision and clean racing. So currently we need 10 more drivers to join and race here in Azerbaijan into the Middle East, just under Russia. As usual, full qualifying and 26 laps to get the Racing League. So it's ready for So, and I will also be commentating SBS today. So it'll probably be, it is 2:20 PM and 10 minutes away from the start of the Rapid Racing League race in Azerbaijan. Let's hope there's not going to be any collisions, because otherwise there'll just be, that will just be terrible. If you would like to, you can stay here and subscribe because I really appreciate it. It's going to be go. Actually 8 minutes away from the start of the race. It's 9 more drivers. Probably not going to be that much of a big deal. Oh my god, my headphones keep on dropping. hello. I believe you are either in the race or just saw the race channel on Discord, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, hello, everyone's joining now. Alright. Okay, Aiden Bird, you're 100% this guy. I can tell. Full qualifying, 26 laps to do, and also equal performance. Hopefully no safety cars, because otherwise that would just be bad. So hello, little KUCK QUCK 022. Jesus, my accent's absolutely terrible. I think it will be. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. Hopefully no crashes like, for example, the Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo into turn 1, or the Lewis Hamilton lockup, or those turn 15, or the Max Verstappen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen here in Azerbaijan, whether that is crashes, yellow flags, and safety cars. Yes, especially in Azerbaijan. Definitely in those like street races, like Tiger Boy, how are you? Long time no see. Into my live chat. Just please no crashings into turn 1. I'm good, thank you very much. Please just nothing into turn 1, because everyone will just argue probably in the Discord chat, and it will just be boom. Just that. I will be honest. Hey, so the Resolute Rally's little problem thing has been solved. That is good news. Where do you think I will finish? I haven't seen, I think, none of you other than Arise drive, so I have no clue. What do you reckon will be a prospect for today's race winner? That's a good question. I don't know, because I've barely seen none of these drivers drive, other than Dara, F and Cody Tom, and A-Rise, and Rally. Well, Rally barely, because he'd always DNF first. I think it's Aiden. It depends on how you'll do in the race in qualifying. If you do well in qualifying, then I will put you at least top 10. If you have a good qualifying, then you'll probably be top 10, in my opinion. Alrighty then. There is 32 minutes and 2 minutes left, and I reckon there is, yes, 100%. 100% safety car. Turn 1, 3 people just smash into each other, and it's gonna be chaos. And everyone's gonna complain in the Discord server. I'm not. I'm actually ready to scream my head off with crashes alone in the commentary box. So that's probably not gonna go well. I will also be doing SBS commentating. If you would like to keep up with that, then subscribe. Oh, you're Lewis, so you're in the Williams. Okay. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect that. You was Castle corner, yeah. Castle section. One's gonna do a Charles Leclerc, probably. 2 of them maybe. One's gonna do a Giovinazzi. One's gonna do a flipping Carlos Sainz. I'm in Ferrari. Yep, SVW, I see you there. No offense, but your connection isn't the greatest. Hopefully that won't be a problem throughout the race, because I mean it is still on green status, so that's good. I am in the McLaren. I think I spelled that wrong. Yeah, so you're this person. So we need to replace. So we need the 2 Hasses, a Williams, and an Alfa Romeo. I will need to ask if it's. I will ask Kieran if it is a full grid. If you are, Kieran, if you are in chat, is it supposed to be a full grid or not? Just saying, Talon, I am streaming and commentating, so yeah, that's fine. Can just quickly check if the setting things are on not allow, because otherwise they could have heard you. But if you want to, you can go. You can. I mean, it's the time's run out anyway, though. So yeah, I know the Haas driver said that he will race. Do you remember what was his name, like in the Discord server, Joel? Because then I can. We should be starting right now. I'll quickly ask Kieran. Is it? Yeah, he said it's a full grid. Full grid. 6. So full grid it is. This is going to be interesting. Going into turn 1 in race qualifying, I will be expecting at least one crash in qualifying, or at least a broken front wing in qualifying. But otherwise, done nothing to say. 17 drivers, so we still need. Okay, so we need 1 Haas, 1 Williams, and 1 Alfa Romeo. It's supposed to be a full grid, so please, if you are in the stream and have not joined, and you have, it's your first race, is it? Well, best of luck to you. Hopefully you don't do any mistakes. Kieran said yes. Yeah, I've seen in the Discord chat. Also SVW first race. Best of luck to you as well. You just need Schumacher, Mick, and a Mick Schumacher replacement and a George Russell replacement. But everyone is now starting. It will be go in qualifying at Azerbaijan. Hopefully there won't be any collisions or bad things happening. So yeah. 16 out of 18, we need Dara and Enosia MCFC 2022 ready up. We will have 2 small spots. We won't have them. They will be used out, and we will get now underway here in qualifying after the Russian GP that we had in real life for qualifying. It was pretty interesting. in Russia, in Turkey, and I was watching it. It was pretty shocking that Hamilton got pole, but now he's going to have a 10-place grid penalty. I feel very, very bad for him. Russell starting 13th. Mick Schumacher making out of Q1, which is actually pretty good for a Haas. I was shocked on this one. You want to watch it? Alright, one sec. Let me show you it on DMs. Oh wait, I need to do the copy and pasting thingamabob again. Who will be the first one out of the pits? I do wonder. It's probably going to be, yeah, and it's the Ferrari of Rally, I believe. Yes. Let's go on board with Rally straight off the bat. And also the Williams of Lee WHIZ, the Haas of Skiprat 01, and Gleaming out on track. Also Aiden and Dylan out on track as well. And A-Rise, Morgens and Kieran is also out on track. There's a yellow flag into Sector 1. It looks like someone has been there, and that is Aiden. I think that's going slowly, trying to heat up his tyres. So probably nothing, no big collisions. We need the track map to be full, so we know nothing bad is happening. Raven335 is a bit too late to join the party, so he will probably have to spectate in the race, but hopefully it's not going to go bad. And I mean, if he will join and he will be included in the race, then he will be starting at the back of the grid in 19th place. Aiden, he's still going slowly, heating up his tyres. So is Miles, also going pretty slowly, allowing Miles to go by. I'm waiting till someone is doing their lap, and it's Rally who will be doing his fastest lap, his first lap. It is hopefully going to be a good qualifying for him. Riley going down into, well, not really a chicane, but kind of a chicane, going down into turn 3. He takes a little graze on the wall. It isn't that bad. He can still hopefully make up some more ground and take. And there's a yellow flag into sector 1, and it looks like a Mercedes of Dylan has, I believe, spun it into turn 2. Now let's go back on board onto Rally, going into the castle section. Hopefully he does not do a mistake into here, and he just clips the wall there, but he does not spin or does anything. Oh, the car does not do anything silly. Going down in around the final corners, well, not really final, but into turn 15. Hopefully no one does a Giovinazzi, and no one does, but he does get yeeted into the wall, almost yeeted into the wall by the curb. He goes a bit wide, but that's alright. Going down the straight. It's a purple sector 2. Well, no wonder, because he is the first one that got out on the track. It is going to be, what's going to be the time for him? It will be a 1:41.0. Can Lee Whiz, can he beat it? No, he can't. He will finish 3 seconds behind it. Gleaming Giant is next, if I'm sure. No, it's the Haas and Morgens. Well, Gleaming's going into the pits. Maybe it's something bad with the car or something. Kieran takes the fastest lap in qualifying 1 with a 1:39.1. That is pretty impressive for the race for the league owner. Let's go on board on his second lap. Can he improve his lap time, or will he go into his in-lap? FN Coty Tom sets third place, not enough, but Miles sets up second, a second behind Kieran. Going down into turn, I don't remember which turn that is, turn 4. Going down into the chicane, there's a yellow flag in sector 2, but I think it is all right now. And Kieran goes on trying to set a quick lap time. Now there's a yellow flag into sector 1. That is a Aston Martin of FN Coty Tom, who's gone into the runoff area at turn 3. He has let, I believe that's Aiden by. Yes, it is. Now but there's a yellow flag, and that's a Williams, I believe, of Lee Wiz. Yes, it is. He has landed into the wall into turn 15. Not good, but he will probably enter the pits and will get a new fresh of a front wing and some new tyres, so he can get and improve his lap time and improve his 10th place. Josh Tomo, what a lap from him in the Alfa Romeo. 0.8 tenths behind Kieran. Kieran will hold onto his first place still on his pole position here in Q1. The people going, A-Rise will do his lap currently. He's doing his lap. Let's go on board with him going around into turn 2. It's a great turn 2 for A-Rise. Hopefully no mistakes into turn 3. There's a yellow flag. I think that's SKI Ski. And I believe he's out of the race. Oh no. No, he's just letting by A-Rise, which is good. Respect. Going down into the turn 4. Now going into the chicane of turn 5 and 6. Lovely, well performed chicane by A-Rise. He does not get the purple sector 1 that he has hoped for to beat Kieran. He will try and chase for at least the top 10. Aiden's had a good qualifying session in 5th place currently, but it's only Q1. There's still some places still to be decided for Gleaming, Forest, Raven, Dylan, Dara, MCFC, and A-Rise, who is just about to finish his lap right now. There's a yellow flag into sector 1. There's a Ferrari, Alpine, and a Red Bull train in just before turn 3. That's just a normal train, maybe that's why it's just a train. A-Rise around the final corners. He will probably not get sector 1. There's a yellow flag and that is a Ferrari of Rally, who has gone wide, and A-Rise takes 5th place. Now Dara's out of the race. He's colliding into the wall. Dynamax Verstappen's Sky has got a 5 place grid penalty. That means Dara will not be having a good qualifying. He will be starting P17 because Sky, if he gets knocked out, Sky will be in a bad position. That was a clear 5-stop grid penalty. And let's go on to actually Forest, who is just about to close his lap into the final corners. He goes down the straight. Can he at least improve and beat his teammate? But Rally's also out of the race, going into it doesn't say. Yes, it does. He has gone into the barriers, and Forest takes 10th place in qualifying. Dylan it's now Gleaming's turn now around and down the straight, and he gets 7th place, just enough to beat FN Coty Tom. Not enough to beat Aiden for 6th place. His teammate Kieran should be expecting more from Gleaming, but I mean, everyone has different skill levels. Raven, Dylan around down the straight. What will he produce from his lap? Going down the straight, can he beat Kieran? No, he won't. It will be a 8th place, just beating F and Cody Tom by 1/10 of a second. MCFC is now on his flying lap here. He's gone. He's one of the last people to go out on track. He is probably going to be one of the first. Maybe can he beat Kieran's amazing lap time of 1:39.1? No, he can't. He has slammed into the wall. Lost my front wing almost immediately. Unlucky. And MCFC has almost binned it. He would have binned it into the white turn 6. He would have been out of the race and would be starting P17 if Sky will still carry on with his bad lap time. Amazing castle section there from MCFC. Lovely executed, but there's a yellow flag just before the castle section, but it's all right. And there's a yellow flag into turn 2, but it's all right, as I can see on my map screen. Can anyone beat Kieran's lap time? There's a yellow flag and it's all off again. Keeps on popping up, but then it's immediately deleted. It will not be a pole position probably for MCFC. Well, can he? Down the straight he goes. Can he prove it? No, he can't. He will take... Oh, he's going into the pits. There's a yellow flag into Sector 2 and Sector 3. Once again, it's the Aston Martin. He looked down there of F and Cody Tom because Morgans is in the pit. F and Cody Tom is out of the race into just before Sector... is just in Sector 3. The Ferrari of SVW. Oh, he did bin it like Lance Stroll did a bit, just not really on the correct place of the track. Gleaming is going to probably trying to improve his lap time. Well, it's not going to go to plan. There's a yellow flag into Sector 1, and that is, I believe, a Haas, but it's all right. Josh Tomo hoping to beat Kieran and try to get first place in Q1, which will keep him into Q2. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3 that looks like a Williams. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it is Lee Wiz. There's a yellow flag down there. Can Josh Tomo beat his rival? No, he can't. He just misses out on an improved lap time, though. Ski is not having the greatest time, being 3 seconds, almost 3 seconds behind F and Cody Tom. And there's a yellow flag into Sector 2 and 3. That was a Ferrari, I believe. He smashed into the wall and probably lost his front wing. There's barely no tracks out there of only a Alfa Romeo, a Ferrari, and the 2 Alfa Romeos, a Ferrari, the Williams, and an Aston Martin, a Red Bull, and Haas. SVW, I believe, just improved his lap time. Well, it looked like it because he did jump up to a couple places, if I saw correctly. Can Josh Tomo improve his lap time? No, he can't, with a terrible Sector 2 And there's a yellow flag into sector 1. There's a Red Bull going slowly. I believe he let out the Aston Martin. He has, well, Josh Thomas does have an invalidated lap, so he will, I believe, enter the pits. He is taking the pit lane line. No, he will. SVW into the castle section. He just missed out on hitting the wall. That is good news for him, because he would have done a Charles Leclerc into the castle section. As hopefully he does not do anything stupid into turn 15. And he executes it perfectly just by touching the wall there. And Morgens is out of the session, going down into sector 3. That is not good for the Aston Martin team. Both Aston Martins are out of the session. Now let's go on board with Aiden, who, it depends who's the closest. It's a Lee Wiz, not having the greatest sector 2, 0.3 off his fastest lap that he has done by himself. Amazing castle section, going down just before that little hairpin kind of thing, just before turn 15. And there's a yellow flag. That was a Mercedes. I believe that's a rise. Yes, it is, but he is back under racing speeds. It is a bad sector 2 finishing of a 0.4 behind, so he will probably not improving his. He'll not be improving his time. He will be. He is taking the pit lane racing line. So he will probably go into the pits as expected. He will. The only two drivers on track is A-Rise and Aiden, who is doing a lap. Well, 2 others are down, 3 others down there. But I will be focusing on Aiden because he looks to set to beat his lap. Can he beat Kieran? He is so close, but he will improve his lap time to a 4th place. That is not bad. He should be happy with that one. The yellow flag into sector 2. There's a Red Bull. Nikki, how are you doing? There is a Red Bull of Cryptic, if I'm... Yep, that is Forest, who has spun it just before the castle section, but now he's out of the race. He has drove straight into the wall. That is not good news for Red Bull. Aiden needs to finish this off with a good qualifying session. It is over. Qualifying 1. The 5 drivers out is ZGS. Well, if MCFC can improve his lap time, but he is taking the pit lane racing line once again. He will not probably execute a lap time. No, he will execute. No, he won't. ZGS, will he do it? So can the Mercedes of A-Rise improve his time? No, he's going into the pits. Can Aiden improve his time? No, he won't. 5 seconds behind his fastest sector 2 finish. ZGS, can he finish his lap time with a good one and knock out MCFC? So currently the people out of Q1 is ZGS, MCFC, Dara, Ski, R7, which is, well, of course, Forest, and Morgens. No, without Morgens. No, probably Morgens, F and Cody Tom, and Rally, because they've all DNF'd. So they'll probably stay where they are. the GS will go out and do a lap time. Where will he finish? He will finish P8 to finish off this qualifying, first session of qualifying. Now it's time for Q2, but someone has, well, Aiden's just sitting in the pits while we need to wait till he is fully in the garage because everyone has finished their qualifying for Q1. Ski is 100% out, and it's over for Q1. People out is Rally, FN Coty Tom, Morgens, Forest, Ski, Dara, and MCFC. But 2 drivers had no time, and Ski will be starting at the back of the grid because he does have a 5-place grid penalty with that horrible crash, with that terrible crash into Dara. So your Q2 looks like this: Raven, Lee, Dylan's, SVW, ZGS, A-Rise, MSW, Gleaming, Aiden, Miles, Josh, and Kieran. That is Q2 competitive. This is your Q2 contestants. It is time for Q2. Hopefully it's going to end as a good Q2, because hopefully there's going to be no crashes. Who will be the first person out for Q2? In Q1 was Rally, who actually crashed, so it won't be him. Who will be the first one out? Everyone is currently sitting in the pits, but that looks like the Alpine. Of Kieran, he's the first one out this time, with him one of being the last out last time. Followed by Raven, also out, followed also by Aiden. Then after it is a Ferrari of not Ferrari. Lee, Wiz, and A Rice is also out on track. So is SVW, so is Raven. So is Miles. Let's go on board with Kieran. First one out. First one to see, for me to see, doing his lap time. We will have to wait because he is only on his out lap, but he is very close to finishing it. But he will let Raven by. He won't be the one risking it to take the first lap. So he will give it to Raven. Raven will take the risk of getting the first lap out there to have the best ground. And there he is in lots of clean air currently. Kieran has also let 2 other drivers by, it looks like, on my map. And Raven is doing his lap time. The thing is, can Kieran once again get another fastest lap, first place in qualifying? Raven almost done a mistake there, almost bashing into the wall and ending like Yuki Tsunoda into the barriers at turn 3. Going into the chicane of turn 5 and 6. Purple sector 1, I mean, is anyone surprised? Because, I mean, he is the first one out there, but immediately someone will overtake him on the sector 1, and that will be probably Kieran. Into the castle section they go. Amazing execution of the castle section. Very impressive. Aiden, in my opinion, has the biggest ground to actually get a good qualifying for Red Bull, other than the other person had finished after DNFing. There's a yellow flag into sector 2. That looks like an Alfa Romeo. I believe that is Josh. Believe he went wide. And there's a crash in sector 2, and that is the Ferrari of SVW. But it won't cost him anything. He's a good man, he can own up. Raven will get a 141.4. Can anyone beat him? Yes, Aiden gets a 140.4, but Kieran a 139.3. Can Josh match that lap time? No, not. Can Josh match that lap time? We will go on board with him right now. Alright, down the straight he goes. Can he beat it? There's a yellow flag into sector 1. We will check that. No, you won't. He will not improve his lap time, just finishing above his teammates. There was a yellow flag that I could not check there because I really wanted to see how weird Josh would do in his qualifying lap. There's a yellow flag once again into sector 1 and 2. There's a yellow flag, that's Miles down, going down into the runoff area into turn 3. There's the Ferrari also going down into turn 3, and Josh has gone into the runoff area, but not as badly as Miles, who is pretty much stuck into turn 3. He will reverse into the... oh no, anyway. He's checking if any more other cars are going out there, and that is the AlphaTauri. And he will now probably go. No, he isn't currently. No, now he is. There's a Mercedes coming there. That's not good. Pretty bad release, but he will let Dylan by. Wow, that would have been a big accident if Dylan was a bit more closer. SVW not having the greatest time. Aziz, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing very well. Good, that is good, nice to hear. Now going down into the castle section. Miles still trying to beat Kieran, but he won't do it because he did spin into turn 3 going into the runoff area. You're gonna play Fortnite? That's good. That's cool. Dylan really trying hard here. Dylan, hopefully he will do well. Well, I'm doing alright, mate. Aiden's in the pits. Where's Dylan? He's going down the straight, going to try and set a good lap for Mercedes. It's going to only be in 8th place. Can A-Rise do anything better? He is very close, but he does have a lap invalidated, which is not impressive for the team. Gleaming around the final corners, down the final straight. Can he beat? Can he beat at least SVW? And he does, just missing out on P2. Pretty impressive. Let's go on A-Rise, the only person who is out on track and has not set a lap. Yes, he might have a time invalidated. Will it be full count for this one? No, it won't. So he can go back underway racing again. There he goes into turn 2. Lovely execution into turn 2. Can A-Rise set a good lap time here to get to at least have some hope for Mercedes? Because Dylan is not having the greatest time in 9th place. Going down into the chicane. he is trying his hardest to beat his teammate and at least get a top 7 or top 8. Just I will ask Kieran in a minute, but I will ask him if we can do some post-race interviews, so hopefully they can give us with their things to say. I'll just quickly ask him to do post-race interviews. What do you mean by that, Joe? Does that mean you're just not doing the greatest? Currently, with 5 minutes left on the clock, there is people out. Our rave currently for people out. Oh, okay. If you want to, once again, I'll repeat it. If you would like to see me commentate the SBS Racing League, then feel free to subscribe and see it in action tonight at 7 PM with a sprint race in Russia. I will be joined by a different Kieran in my commentary box at SBS. Hopefully he will also be reviewing all the action out there tonight. Four minutes left here in Q2. A-Rise almost smacked that wall down there. Hopefully, lucky that it didn't go into terror and be a crash. Now 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Now CVW will hope to improve his not the greatest lap time. I'm not trying to be unkind or anything. Going down just before the final straight. He probably will be improving his lap time. Going down the straight. Can he do well? Can he do well? Can he outbeat his Alfa Romeo rivals? No, he can't, and he will settle for 10th place. Let us go on board with Miles, hoping to improve his lap time. And it is currently a 1-2 for Alpine, even though it is only Q2, but that is still impressive for the Alpine team. SVW, no, he won't improve his lap time. Raven going into the castle section. Can he do well? Can he improve his 8th place and get ahead of his teammate, which is Josh Tomo, 2006? Into turn 15. He smacks the wall there. Not the greatest outcome there for Raven. He does improve his sector 2 section. Going down just before the final straight. Can he do a good lap time? But he will probably be going to the pits because he is going a bit more slowly than usual when you go down this straight. As expected, he will go into the pits. He is going slowly and weaving, but he has not gone into the pits, which is pretty odd, in my opinion. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. That was I believe the Aston Martin. That was the Williams of ZGS, the American. No, is it his teammate? And Lewis has hit in as Joel has hit into the wall. Now he has to try and make his way out of the runoff area. He needs to be careful. Oh, Raven has smacked the wall there into turns 3. Ferrari of SVW going down into turn 3. Hopefully he doesn't do the same as Raven, and he does not. Going down, you can see Lewis, Lee Wiz, who has let SVW and both Raven by. Miles, can he improve his lap time? It's a worse sector 1 time for him. It's once again, it's a yellow flag into sector 3, and once again it's in concluding Raven, SVW, and Lee Wiz. Lee Wiz is out of the session. I wonder what happened. There's a yellow flag into turn 1. I wonder who that is. Into turn 1. So it doesn't look like anyone into turn 1. There's a yellow flag. Aiden's out of the session. And it's finished. The race, the Q2 has finished here in Azerbaijan. Now we can see who will be eliminated. Currently ZGS not having currently a lap time. Hopefully he can improve it. Can get a good lap time. He is going a bit slower than usual. He will not get a purple sector 1 for Williams. The only runner for Williams other than Lee Wiz, who has been crashed out of the race. I retired because I just had too much damage. You're not the only one that sometimes has those type of reasons, mate. A rise. Can he improve? He has got an improved sector 2 going down the straight. Can he outbeat Josh Tomo? He has got a way better sector 2 than he had of 0.8 of a second. Down the straight he goes. Can he improve it? It's a great lap of a second place. He is out qualified. He just missed out on P1 for Q2. Now let's see what will occur here in Q3. Now we need to wait for ZGS for him to finish his lap time, which is invalidated, and he will finish at the bottom of the Q2, and he will be starting in P12. So the two people that are out is the both Williams drivers who will be starting on the 6th row, and these are your Q3 contestants: SVW, Raven, Dylan, Josh, Aiden, MSW, Miles, Gleaming, A-Rise, and Kieran. Kieran, the front runner for pole position currently, has got first place in Q2 and Q1. Hopefully it does not do badly for him in Q3 and does not do any mistakes. This is literally killing my breath. It's literally I can bet. Alright, I need a bit to cool down a bit. Now 12 minutes separates us and the end of qualifying in Azerbaijan for Rapid Racing League. Hopefully it's not going to go badly. Who's going to be the first one out? Will Kieran be the first one out once again, but give it the first lap to someone else? I am looking at the table and it looks like it is Josh Tomo and Gleaming and one more. There was one more I didn't see. The two Alpines and an AlphaTauri is now out on track. Josh is now doing his outlap in the in the Alfa Romeo, going down just before turn 4. Now going into turn 4. Kieran hoping to get pole position here in Azerbaijan, pardon me about that. Going down to the turn just before the castle section, and into the castle section they go. Everyone is up on track, and Dylan is out of the race. He will be starting in P10 unless someone else does crash at the same moment into turn 1. I believe he has crashed. He just did not perform well enough. Now everyone's out on track. Hopefully no one will be intrigued by the crash of the Mercedes driver Dylan. Very unlucky for the driver of the Mercedes team. Now it's only a rise to try and carry Mercedes to a better position. Josh Tomo going down the straight just before starting his lap time, and away he starts his lap time right now. Hopefully it's not going to be as bad as he done in Q2, and it will probably be the same as he done in Q1, getting an amazing second place. Already 9 minutes left on the clock. Hopefully it does not go to shame for Josh Thomas, because he is on a roll here going into the final corners of sector 1. Into the chicane it goes. Going into turn 7. Lovely execution of turn 7 for Josh Thomas. Into the castle section. Can he not do any mistakes? And he will not do any mistakes, which is very good for Josh Tomo. 8 minutes separates us then. Dylan will be starting in P10 sadly, because everyone is looking keen to not making any mistakes, but there's a yellow flag going just before the chicane, but it's all back to racing speeds. Sorry about that. Down the straight Josh Tomo goes. Can he set up a good lap? It looks like it's going to be a good lap. It's an amazing lap. What a lap by Josh Tomo, 139.4. Can Kieran beat that? Going down the straight he goes. Can he beat it? Can he beat 139.4? Crosses the line, 138.5. Amazing lap for Kieran. Gleaming, not the greatest lap for him. Now everyone's getting 139s. Wow. Your top 3 currently looking after 5 drivers crossing the line is Aiden, Josh Tomo and Kieran. A-Rise is now 4th place, just beating out MSW. Kieran's gone deep into turn 3. He is just trying to let everyone through. Raven, he starts his lap. And 2 more drivers need to cross the line, and this is how currently Q3 is looking like. So in 10th place is Dylan, which has DNF'd. In 9th is Raven with just setting his lap time right now. 8th is SVW in the pit. 7th is Gleaming with a 143.6. 6th is Miles with a 140.0. MSW with a 5th is MSW with a 139.9. A-Rise in 4th place also with a 139.9. And 3rd is Aiden with a 139.7. 2nd is Josh Tomo, who is in the pits currently with a 139.4. And in first place, currently on pole position, is Kieran with a 1:38.5. We are going to be on board here with Raven because he has not set a lap time yet. Going down into turn 15, he does do a mistake after slamming the wall there into turn 15. SVW is out on his out lap. There's a yellow flag into sector 1, there's a red, that's not a Red Bull, it's a Ferrari of SVW into turn 2, I believe. I think I've never seen a 1:38 around Azerbaijan in my life, so I have to give credit to Kieran. Amazing lap. And Raven will take 7th place, just beating Kieran's teammate of Gleaming. SVW is going to be the only one that has not set a lap time yet and now is out on track. Hopefully he does not have any damage, because otherwise, let's go into broadcast, and then doesn't look like he has got any damage currently, so we will just keep on board with him. Down the straight, it's a lovely chicane. Going into the castle section, I don't think I can just be on board with them the whole time. Let's go on to Miles, who is hoping to improve his 6th place into at least a 5th place or higher. Can he improve his sector 2? If he does, that means he will be improving and he will be in 5th place, because he is only 1,000th of a second, but he won't be executing his lap time. He is going slowly, letting past SVW, even though SVW is not on a lap time. That means Miles will be going into the pits after that unpleasant little let go. As I expected, Miles is going into the pits. SVW is now on his flying lap here to kick things off for his qualifying. Raven has gone to the pit. Aiden, let's go over to Aiden. Gleaming's out on track. Let's check out what he's going to be up to. His teammate is also out. He will be letting him by, I think. Yes, he is. Gleaming needs to improve that lap if he wants to at least catch up to his teammate. Now let's check out SVW, him going into the castle section, no mistakes, nothing stupid, as he done it normally. Going into the little hairpin type of thing, just after the castle section, there's a yellow flag into sector 1, that's Mercedes of A-Rise letting by Aiden, who is currently on his lap. Hopefully it's not going to go to waste. Let's go down to SVW. There's a yellow flag once again into sector 1. That's an Alfa Romeo. But SVW has got an invalidated lap. That is not good news for him if he wants to set up a lap. That means he will be probably qualifying P9 if he does not go into the pit. If he will go into the pit, he does not go into the pits. That means he will be at least setting up a lap time. Hopefully he will not do anything stupid and not in getting an invalidated lap. Into turn 2. There's an AlphaTauri of MSW behind the gearbox of SVW. There's a yellow flag of the Mercedes of A-Rise. He was just going slowly, probably. Yeah, he is just going slowly. He is probably going to land in the pits. There's once again yellow flag into sector 2 and 3. Can Aiden improve his lap time? Down the straight he goes. He will not be probably improving his lap time as I expected. No, he won't. He will just miss out on a faster lap time. let's go on board on SVW once again. He has still not had invalidated lap time. There is an Alfa Romeo right behind him, so hopefully Josh Thomo won't be trying, or either Raven or Josh Thomo will not be trying to overtake him, because SVW is trying to have a good time setting up lap. Down the straight, can SVW improve his lap time just before the end of qualifying 3? Can he do it? Down the straight, SVW will be going into the pits. That means he will be starting it in P9. There's a yellow flag. Raven's out of the session. There's a yellow flag into turn 3. Gleaming, can he improve his lap time? Yes, he can. He's in P3, pushing out Aiden. They got the same lap time. Yes, they have. Gleaming has got past Aiden, even though they're tied. That means he's probably had a better sector 1 or a better sector 2, or maybe even a better sector 3. We don't know. And it's finished Q3 qualifying here in Azerbaijan. So this currently how the table looks like just before the finish. 10th will be Dylan, 9th will be SVW, 8th will be Raven. Those are 3 definitive positions. Now these are unconfirmed positions. 7th is Miles, 6th is MSW, 5th is A-Rise, 4th is Aiden, and third is Gleaming, 2nd is Josh Tomo, and 1st is Kieran. Miles has taken 3rd place, and it's now his confirmed, I believe, position, unless Gleaming will respond with something to beat Miles and maybe even Josh Tomo. Down the straight they go just before, and he won't be improving his lap time. So probably Gleaming's definitive position. SMX, I'm very sorry, but I am streaming right now, so please do not. I am currently streaming right now and commentating race. So if your pie things are talking things aren't allowed, please disable it. I will tell you when the race is finished, then you can enable it again. And Gleaming will probably go into the pits. Will he go into the pits? Doesn't look like it, but he won't be improving that lap time. And it's finished. Now Kieran went into the pits. So this is your Q3 positions. 10th is Dylan. 9th is SVW. 8th is Raven. 7th is A-Rise. 6th is Aiden. 5th, I believe, was Aiden. 4th was Gleaming. 3rd was Miles. 2nd was just Tomo, and to finish it in P1 is Kieran. What a qualifying this was. Now currently my favourite to win currently is either Kieran, Josh Tomo, MSW got 3rd. Sorry about that. Let's redo our qualifying Q3 sayings, or Q3 standings. TTV Dylan, then SVW, then Raven, then A-Rise, then Aiden, then Gleaming, then Miles, then MSW, Josh Tomo, and then in pole position in the Alpine is Kieran. Favourite to win, Kieran, in my opinion. I'm not going to be 100% sure about that. Is there any incidents? Anyone? No one has got any bad things happening. No penalties or things like that. So now we can start our race today. 26 laps around the streets of Azerbaijan in Baku. Let's do this. Formation lap will probably be happening in a minute, so I will be talking about, hopefully it will show up, what will be the best current strategies for all teams, and well, things like that. Good luck to every single contender today in the top 19 drivers. and hopefully we can have a good and clean race. It is a formation lap here in Azerbaijan. Everyone will probably hope not to overtake anyone by mistake. So yeah, no mistakes. Two of them will be starting straight away on the grid. Probably they've both made a collision together. Kieran currently the favourite to win after being first in every single qualifying session and setting an amazing lap time of 1:38.5 if I remember correctly. It's time for go 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 in Azerbaijan in a couple of seconds. Down the straight they go, just about to reform the grid. Two races to commentate tonight. Amazing. Five red lights, and we are. No wait, five, and we are underway here in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Great start from Kieran going down into the first corner. Amazing start from Kieran. Slow start for Josh Tomo. Needs to look out for MSW behind. Great start from Dylan. Bad start for A Rise. And MCFC has apparently says he's a lap behind, but I do not believe that. Morgens is having the greatest time. He has already jumped up a couple positions, which is very good. Just turn 4. There's a yellow flag, and that is Dara and Forrester has gone wide and crashed into each other. Dara has got a 5-second penalty. Morgens has apparently left the session not very happy 100%. Apparently very disappointed. There's a safety car deployed here with many crashing happening there. And there is a 5-second penalty for Ski as well. There. Kieran hoping not to go that badly into oh my god, into at the safety car restart, it is probably going to be bad. So, and many drivers are now into the pits, which includes Forrest, Darren, Morgens, A Rise, MCFC, F and Cody Tom, Lee, ZGS, and Dylan, all into the pits. They're here in Azerbaijan. Everyone is warming up their tyres, hoping for them not to go cold and for them to freeze and have a bad start. Not really everyone is following the safety car. So yeah. Not that big of a change now. There's not big of a change now in the grid order. Lee Wiz has dropped down into P18, not very good for him in the Williams car, other than his teammate who has jumped all the way into P11 into. Hopefully there won't be no arguing for penalties. The two Ferraris are in a stormy position right now, being 6th and 7th. Down the straight they go just before. Is there going to be a safety car? The safety car into the pits? No, it won't. It looks like it is going to stay out still for some more laps. Yep, the interval's officially glitched. Okay, it's getting fixed now. SVW's in the pits. That's pretty bad for the Red Bull team, because that's going to cost him lots of places. And they are switching his front wing, even though there's little to no damage on it. Now SVW has been landed into the pits. Let's see, did he? I bet he did not have a good pit stop. Let me check. No, he did not. 8 seconds. Well, one was 13 seconds, which is even worse. Komentuję wyścig. So back in the race we go. Kieran is hoping not to do any mistakes with the safety car and not hitting it and being out of the race, because that would cost very valuable things to the Alpine team, because Lehman would be third and it wouldn't be a good result for Kieran and Alpine. No DNFs yet, which is shocking. I've never seen a DNF in Azerbaijan in the first 3 laps. I think this is the first time I've never seen. I think this is the first time I've seen a no DNF moment in 3 laps around Azerbaijan. He is trying to overtake the safety car, and Lee Wiz gets a penalty, 5-second penalty. Lee Wiz and Morgens gets a 5-second penalty with a collision with each other into near the castle section. I bet one's gone very hard into the castle section, and one's hit in behind, and the safety car is in this lap. So we could get back on the way once again here in Azerbaijan, and hopefully nothing stupid's going to happen because I want to see clean racing. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is go, go, go here in Azerbaijan once again. And and we're back on the way here. Green flag in the air. 2 people have pitted. Lee Wiz and FN Coty Tom. Morgens carries on still with his 5-second penalty. He could have converted it into a stop-go penalty, which Lee Wiz has, I think, done, if I'm not mistaken. Kieran is now in the lead. Kieran is in the lead, 5 tenths ahead of Josh Thomas. Well, now 4 tenths, now 6 tenths now. It keeps on changing very quickly. Lots of tenths racing here. FN Coty Tom, as I thought, Lee Wiz did have a stop-go penalty, so he did convert it. And Morgens currently is not converting it into a stop-go penalty. Into the castle section they go. MSW is ruthlessly giving chase to Gleaming, trying to overtake him and regain his podium place. Is he going to go around the outside or down the inside? We will find out right now. About Daniel. Oh, he just pulled down. I saw that, but he does not fully think about it. Going just before the final straight. The 2 Mercedes 9th and 10th as I speak now, and A-Rise. Oh, Miles has hit the wall. That is bad news for Miles, but good news for A-Rise, because A-Rise can now have a chance to overtake Miles. Is going to try and overtake Raven, but Raven's dropped back on to Miles, and now that's great news for A-Rise. And Aiden's out of the session. There was a crash for Aiden. He has once spun it, and MSW is now out of the race. That is bad news for him. And there's a safety car. It is a safety car once again, right after getting back on the way. That is great news for Lee Wiz, because now everyone is slacking and everyone's in the pit, and Lee Wiz can just chill. Can Lee Wiz even overtake someone? Can he do it? And Morden's disqualified. Wow, that's done more damage than I thought. Raven, MSW, Aiden and Morgens are all out of the race. Wow, that was worse than I thought. There's Raven crashed into turn 3, and that's going to be an even longer safety car, which is pretty much bad news for the racing. Forest. I'll be right back. Now we're sure. I am now back. I got myself some food because I did feel a bit hungry, so I got myself some food. It is still a safety car. As I can see here, Kieran's still in the lead. Now Dylan in third place, A-Rise in 8th, which is good news for Mercedes because earlier I saw 9th and 10th place for them. Aiden's left the session. I mean, he has DNF. Just saying that the podium for this race will be interviewed. So if anyone watching the stream and is competing in this race has got the podium, please type in the chat your PSN name so I can add you and do you a little press conference. Hopefully the safety car will be going in this lap. Five-second penalty for gleaming. Severe collision with Rally. Five-second penalty for MCFC for brake checking Dara, which got Dara a penalty. Not Dara, MCFC a penalty. As expected, safety car in this lap. I think Dylan will have a good start, in my opinion. Dara's out of the race. MCFC has now got 10-second worth of penalties. And we're back underway here in Azerbaijan, in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We've got 5 now, which has DNF'd. SVW once again using his 5-second penalty into a stop-go. Very good idea. Now let's go on board with Josh Tomo, who is eventually going to catch up to Kieran and make a move on him. Once again, it is a safety car. I'll be right back. time back, and looks like Kieran is down in 6th place. So I believe he did go into the pits. There's now Ski and Lee Wiz is now out of the race. If Lee Wiz is still in this chat, don't have to tell me. You can tell me if you want to. What happened? What happened? How did it happen? Kieran will probably catch up anyway to the people ahead of him, other than Josh Tomo. Safety car hopefully will go in this lap. Let's just go on board with the leader of rally. I was losing my front wing, man. Oh, unlucky, mate. It happens. It's ruined my race. It happens to me as well. It happens to me as well. The amount of times I raged just because of that, over the top. Safety car will probably be in on lap 10, if I remember correctly. And A-Rise has gone into the pits. That means Kieran and Josh are in a good mood because they can still catch up and get a P1 and P2 show off here in Azerbaijan. Miles is literally having a good life right now, being on the podium place. Hopefully he does not have to pit, because that would just be pretty bad for him. And it will change from Miles' good life to Miles' bad life, which is a big oof for the lad. Wait, let me check. So MCFC and Gleaming both have 5 seconds worth of penalties. SVW, MCFC have both got 4 pit stops in 10 laps. Wow. Wow, that's a lot. It's been an hour and a half since this stream started, and we're only on lap 10 out of 26. Wow. I mean, if you exclude this 12-ish minutes, because I did set up the stream a bit early, but still. If you would like to, Lee Wiz, you can check out the stream, check out the race if you would like to. Let's go on board with Forest. looking confident to have a good start on his mediums. Every single person has done a stop. MCFC has done 5 stops. Okay. Gleaming needs to be a bit more careful there because he would have got Miles and himself a penalty. And it wouldn't have been Miles' fault because Gleaming did brake check him a bit. Let's go on board with the leader, Rally. Safety car is in this lap, so we'll be getting our 16 laps hopefully in peace, because we've got now 7 DNF'd. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will. Yo, Philip, how are you? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we will be getting back underway here in Azerbaijan, and it will be a great start for Josh Tomo, who is now already up into P3, going down the inside of Miles Good Life. Can Kieran catch up to Miles Good Life? Can he make his way round down the inside on Miles side by side down the straight? And he's done it. He has done it perfectly and has completed, and now he will chase Josh Tomo. Gleaming has overtaken Rally. Can Rally come back on him? And it's the switch back of Dreams, side by side, just before the chicane. Can it go into terror? And it won't. Thank God. It would have been another safety car. And oh, there's a big crash of Rally and Gleaming. It's not a tournament, it's just a league race. This is just a normal league race, and Gleaming, and it's over. It is not. It's once again. It is another safety car. This is just way too much of safety cars. Too many safety cars. Too many. And there's a drive-through penalty for Dylan speeding under a safety car. Now there's only 10 runners here in the race. And it's not even been 15 laps. Um, 100% Rally is fuming. It's absolutely fuming after that, because Gleaming has just blocked his line. Josh is in the pits, and once again Kieran is in the lead on his soft tyres. Kieran has left the session. What's happened to him? Probably connection. Giant Gleaming has left the session, but I mean he is disqualified. FN Cody Tom's out of the session. Oh my god. So this is going to be a race restart here in here in Azerbaijan. It will be now a 25. It is a session restart here in Azerbaijan. So it will be a race restart. I will repeat once again. Everyone is now fuming in the Discord server because the race was had to be restart. Not the greatest. Not the greatest outcome. Oh my days. That was carnage and carnage and carnage. Can he invite me, please? Sorry for the people Sorry for the people watching. Well, now there's 0 people on the stream. Well, now 1 again. So invites will be once again out soon. As I said earlier, this is going to be a restart. So that's crazy. That's just crazy. Yep, there is a restart. And safety cars. There was like 6 safety cars. No, 6. 4 safety cars, if I'm not mistaken. There was 4 safety cars. And I've got another race to commentate, which I will be with a different Kieran in the commentary box for SBS Racing League. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, Kieran just said there was too many safety cars and crashes today. He just put in race day chat. So we will be doing now a 25% race restart. Yep, there is a restart. What injury thing? No, I didn't see it. Oh. Okay. Oh, I didn't see it. I checked it after. It's announcements. Invite should be probably out soon. I mean, it is taking forever for the invites to come in, which is pretty weird. Two people in the stream. Oh my god. Oh, Taylor, you just joined in. You just decided to type in. So it's just someone, I know someone else is on the stream. (23rd). Where's my invite? I don't really like it, in my opinion. Yeah, we might have asked. I think they're sending it. Okay. Well, you're doing some time trials. Well, I think that was a bad idea to even choose traction off, mate. The race has been, yeah. there was pretty much only 9 runners. I wonder when they're gonna resend the invites, because it's taking forever. Yeah, but the thing is, the game, the YouTube broadcast servers weren't working, so I couldn't stream it. No, six people finished, and AHI won it twice in a row. Hey, he's finally invited me. And we're gonna be commentating once again. We're going to be commentating once again in Azerbaijan after the restart. We are now joining the session. Please wait. Game. Please, please. Just like, please, can you allow it? Game, allow it. Now let's try again. Join. It's not working. I don't think it is. And Riley's now inviting me. Let's try by Riley. Joining session. Nice. This stream will have to be restarted because I will have to restart F1 because I cannot join this server. So I will have to restart this stream. So adios again.